We back up in this thing, ready to get some on that wax.
Another session with the bros talk, where the beer's ice cold. Bros talk. Another session with the bros talk. Come and tell us what you know. Bros talk. Yeah.
Let's turn the mic like that.
Yo. Sorry for that. Yo. What up, world? What up, peoples and tweepers out there? It's your boy, T. Broski. I got my main man, King Dano, in the building with me. And this is BrosTalk. Hey, man, we got the guy, the player, the domino player with us.
I don't know if I'd say I'm a dominant
I mean,
player,
you're playing.
but
Playing.
I am playing domino.
Playing.
Exactly, so you're a player.
Yeah,
Boom.
factual.
How you players doing today, man?
Great.
Hey, man. Well,
Can't
first,
complain.
before we even jump into that, obviously, you guys see this is a new episode, a new style episode. It's called Dominoes with the Bros.
I'm with it. Hey,
Well,
whatever the play is, you execute.
yeah. How you players doing this evening? Everybody got their hands dirty.
Great.
Good, man.
Great.
Ready for Friday, man. But good every day. Every day's a good day.
Yeah, man. Well,
You looked at my domino. I know you did.
I'll say this, man.
Somebody short.
Yeah, somebody is. It's Corey.
I'm so
As
used to
per
being.
usual.
I'm so used to being tall that
Okay.
Knock it
That's
off.
a direct shot.
Knock it off. This dude can't even dunk.
Mm.
He's a six and can't
said I'm
dunk.
tall and not white.
Below. That's you over there, bookkeeper.
Hey, shouts out to Lando, man. For real, shouts out to him. Cause if I know he's one of the faithful. Hey, man, shouts out to all the
There we go.
yeah.
How old man? Outreach. Both of y'all was chilling.
Well, shouts out to the all the subscribers, man. Hey, we're gonna have to do something like special for y'all. We got a 5-year anniversary coming up. I think it'll be pretty cool to shout them out, man. Do
Which one,
something.
4 year or 5 year?
Whichever one it is.
Can we
know
just
that-
talk about that?
What?
We can shout most of them out, but one dude in particular.
I mean, that guy, he's a subscriber. If
I'm
he's
on
a
that.
subscriber, we're good to go, man.
Just know I'm on that.
Yeah, I mean. Hey, man, so, first and foremost, new episode. What do y'all think about this? How y'all feeling about this?
Oh, just chilling, vibing.
Chilling, vibing?
Mm-hmm.
15.
Oh, yikes.
Get my head cracked right
Cracky. And getting his head cracked open.
Feeling good. It won't last,
now.
but
But we not gonna do that. Like, okay, the first points. Oh,
right.
What's
gonna win?
What's the first game like y'all learned how to like play for
You watching it?
spades, dominoes,
you watching
tonk,
it? This right here. Dominoes,
Dominoes?
and then spades. It was like number 2, 1 and 2.
It went spades for me first.
Spades first.
Yeah,
Spades.
and then tonk, and then dominoes.
I've never played tongue.
Yeah. It's a fun game. Little gambling game.
Good money.
Yeah, easy.
Good old
Yeah,
days.
I mean, easy little game.
Good old
Spades
days.
for you too.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the only thing that I was decent at least.
Spades.
Yeah.
I hate spades because people get too mad, like way too angry. It's
You
like a
should've
team
known.
game. Yeah, like knock it off. Why you going? How you like, dude? I'm doing the best I can. That sounds like
I'm trying, man.
Well, that's Taboo, Pictionary, all that. All them games. Like, people
Oh,
got
yeah.
competitive nature in there.
I mean, and I dig the competitive nature, but like, chill.
Yeah, it's supposed
Like,
to be a fun
relax.
game, but Monopoly lasts 6 hours.
Yeah, that's a
You
mean
just
one.
shuffle the Uno deck 6 times.
Yeah, that's a mean one too.
was
Uno
gonna
get
say-
nasty and cutthroat. Sorry.
Like, come on, man.
Trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, trouble is a trouble.
It's bro fault.
that shit get out of pocket with
Shit,
trouble.
doing what we doing.
But
Yeah, I'm not big on board games.
board games,
Yeah,
I'm not really
there's very few that I'm like, yeah. I'll
like
play
to
it.
actually enjoy.
Yeah, like I can't play Monopoly for longer than a half an hour. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I don't want to play this anymore. It's too long.
Why you be getting out roll dice, or you just be getting your hair cracked?
It's never. I don't know. It's
We're doing a Monopoly night too. Then, yeah, that's happening.
it's gonna be like, all right.
Yeah, that's a live stream. It's
That's on me?
24-hour live stream right there. You got to live stream that. That's a long one.
Nah, we don't.
What did what they say on Kings of Comedy? 3 minutes.
It's on me.
Yeah.
All right. Just
So on
want
the
to
live
make sure
stream, oh yeah,
before I have.
he don't know how to play.
Before I have to.
Yeah, he asking questions. He don't know what to do.
Well, I gotta make sure before I pluck something that I ain't supposed to pluck.
That's tough, huh, bro?
Yeah, that's the first pluck of the day right there, people.
That's a tough one.
First knock of the day, too. Did you knock right there?
Now I'm gonna go pluck it.
Going down the bayou. Going down the bayou. You know what I mean?
Did they make that remake yet? I know they were talking about it.
No,
Now
I
it's
don't know.
going down.
I don't know. I'll tell you one thing, though. Sports-wise, well, I think, well, fuck it, man. Let's talk about it. We talked about this before on the podcast. The wage gap, obviously. But do you think that the selection that was picked in the WNBA draft, do you think that those were right, so to speak? I mean, right. Obviously, they got the players that they want to get. But I'm saying, like, do you think Angela Reese should have went higher? Do you think Caitlin Clark should have went second? Do you think that the 6'8" girl from South Carolina should have went first or something? You know what I mean? Like,
It's all based on team needs.
True.
Like, yeah, like it just goes based on that. Even in NFL and all that, like.
It's on me.
Yeah.
You go on all that, like. You might expect this girl, but it's just what the team's value are at. Or the player.
So Angela Reese went to the team with
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese. I
Yes.
keep saying Angela. Whatever. Reese. I just call it.
No,
that.
we good. No, we just good. We good.
She went to the team with girl from South Carolina, right?
Cardoso, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beast.
Chicago Sky.
Beast. She said she don't think nobody getting no rebounds
Yeah.
on her. Who do you think is gonna have the most successful career, female wise? I mean, in the out of that draft, shall I say? Reese,
That's early to tell.
Cardozo. I mean, it's obviously it's early to tell, but you have those predictions and you know what I mean, the male, so to speak.
I think probably Cardoso.
Have the most successful career.
Yeah, just based on like she's really unique on the inside, and I think that she has Asia Wilson skills to impact the WNBA like that. I think Caitlin Clark is going to be good, but live by 3, die by 3. I'm still at that ilk.
Yeah.
And I think she's amazing, so it's not a knock on her or anything, but
Talent wise.
I think it's a bunch of talented women, and we're just looking at the next bunch of.
No, I'm saying talent wise, you think she's deserving of that
Oh yeah,
award
of
spot?
course.
Or is it just
Yes. No, that's facts. You can't argue that. Yeah.
No, there's no doubt she's a
Yeah.
beast. I
Yeah,
mean,
you
they
can't argue
had
that.
this chart where it showed like all the players. It was, this side was assists and the bottom was points scored, and all these players are little dots, and then Caitlin Clark's like way the fuck over here, like not even close.
Yeah. We're doing it, dog.
Okay. All right.
Good.
Just making sure. Well, what about the men's? Let's talk about them. The men's. The playoffs. Playoffs. Playoffs? What y'all think about that? LA being a fucking 7th seed. What do you think
Yeah,
about that?
they advanced in the
That's
play-in.
gross.
Yeah, they advanced in the play-in
And
tournament.
they made it.
And they made it. Shouts out to them. Shouts out to
That wasn't a
LeBron.
lot of games. That West is tough.
I mean, they got a tough.
That West is tough.
Did you predict them being a 7th seed in the playoffs, or did you predict them to?
I think them just making the playoffs. Like it's deep.
You think it's? You mean?
I think that teams like that are built to where if we can just get to the playoffs, we have a shot. Like we know it's a long season. All we gotta do
Okay.
is get in.
Yeah. So they still have potential to make it.
They got to beat the defending champs in Denver Nuggets.
But I'm saying they still. What you saying? You still think they have a potential to make it even as a 7 seed? You still think they
Yes.
got the
Oh yes.
They always got a chance,
For
but
sure.
you know, how realistic
outside of it?
is it?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the whole.
I think at the lowest seeds they have the best chance.
Okay. Who do you think gonna run? What do you think about? Well, fuck that. What do you think about them, Corey? What do you think about the Lakers making it?
I mean,
Because you seem like a LeBron hater a little bit.
I seem like a LeBron hater. Why
Just
do
a
you say
tad
that?
bit. But I'm just, you know what I mean? Just because the way you come off a little bit just seems like a hater of the LeBron era. And I don't too much like that. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a hater.
Going down the bayou.
It's just the one thing that I always criticize him on is the flopping. But we've talked about that.
No.
Sheesh.
Just me. What about it? So you don't like LeBron, but what about the Lakers?
I mean, kudos to them. They got a shot. But it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
wide
who's
open.
your team?
My team is San Antonio, so that's why I ain't got no room to talk. But Wnba should be Rookie of the Year.
Oh, that's
Okay.
easy.
Okay, that's easy. Yeah,
I got him.
easy.
I got him defense player of the year,
I was about to say, and possibly Defensive Player of the
but
Year.
they're not gonna get like he's.
He's put
it's-
up some stats that
Yes.
They're
very
impressive.
He was solidly good because nobody like
No one's watching San Antonio lose
Exactly.
every night.
He's not exactly. He is playing good ball.
But when you got one, and this is no, trying to diss the rest of the players, but comparatively, you got one player that is at that level. Excuse me, at that level, and it's just hard to do that when you got teams that got 3 and 4 of them.
True.
On down there.
But again, what about the Lakers, man? That's what we talking about. We know your team ain't doing too much of nothing.
I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really watch the Lakers
10.
too much. It's right about the time of the year where I actually start paying attention to basketball because
Because
the playoffs is going on.
It's playoff and it's wide open.
Okay.
That's why I watch it this time of year.
So who
Yeah,
do you
so-
think's going? Who do you think's going to win the finals? Well, let's go. Who do you think's going to make the finals?
Final predictions.
Boston and I don't know who's gonna make it in the West.
The West tough.
West is tough.
Tough.
I don't know.
So
who's
you
gonna
think
make it in the
Boston's
West.
skeeting through easily?
They've been the best team in the East all year, but I
They
personally
just
don't
look
think so.
tough.
I think the Knicks gonna put up a fight. I think it's equally. And you're right. Boston's been clearly the best team. Giannis being hurt, I think they take the Bucks out of it.
How
But-
crazy is it that we're talking about the Knicks being good? It's been so long.
That part.
Like,
They're number 2 seed.
congrats to the Knicks. For real, like
Yeah, it's just good for business.
it's
right
been a
there.
while.
Yes.
It's been a while.
I was about to say every
since
single
I
time.
left you.
Uh,
Well,
what we doing, Evan?
okay. Out the
okay.
West, who y'all picking out the West? You got to pick somebody.
I'm going Lakers, Boston.
Lakers, Boston.
Who you pick?
I'm picking the Lakers. I'm biased.
Yeah, but I'm with you. I'm Lakers, Boston because it's historic for the NBA. It's good for business.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
at that age where I think everything is business related.
Team.
Yeah, I hit that age.
Where everything's business related. So
Yeah, like
regardless
what's
of
good
what,
for business? Yeah.
Okay, I feel that. I mean, I personally don't think that. I mean, let's say I hope and pray that I don't pray, but I hope that it's not that way in the NBA or any professional sports where it's quote unquote rigged to that point, right? Where
Well, I mean, they're doing it in plain sight, but people don't register it as that. But like, hey, you can't hand press. Hey, you can't do this. They keep stripping away. Go to NFL. Now you can't do a hip tackle. And people like, well, it's not that we're intentionally trying to hurt the player, but That's
How-
the
what do you
only
want me
way
to
to
tackle
get
him?
him down.
Yeah,
True.
I can't tackle at the ankles. I can't tackle at his head. The only place left
It's his body.
is his body, and
Yeah.
now I got to be careful where that like.
Yep. So now that's a rule in plain sight that I can call based on based on how I want to call it.
Well, I mean,
Also,
a lot
I
of the
think
play,
they're
a
trying
lot
to
of
make it more offensive game
yeah.
and like
it's good
almost
for
take
business.
defense out of it. Yeah, because more points and people
good
are
for
happy
business.
and
Well, you know the best way to do that, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you, is
steroids.
no mandatory white corners.
Mandatory what?
White corners.
Oh, okay,
What?
what's that mean?
What just happened?
Mandatory white corners. Cornerback has to be white.
Oh,
Like cornerbacks.
Cornerbacks.
I
Yeah.
was like a corner where you put white people in, or like I was
No,
very
that's called a rally, and those are usually ran by people that got 6 teeth. Okay, right. We're not gonna get into
1,
those,
2, 3. Okay, I'm not bad. All right.
but nah, like
That's what I mean, right?
I understand that. I just hope that's not what's going on. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't necessarily feel like that's I wouldn't necessarily feel like making that hip because I think that the better interest is the players, right? The better interest is maybe we've seen based off our statistics that more people get hurt are more likely to get hurt when this area is quote unquote maybe targeted or tackled from this angle or tackled from this point, and these dudes are professionals to the point where we can tell them, hey,
10.
minus that type of activity. And the game's still gonna be entertaining and everything like that. Everybody's gonna be helped.
Or we run the analytics and believe that we get a higher pop, a higher cheer when this happens. So let's tend it towards that way.
So you think it's offensive based?
I think that it's if people value defense more, they're going to tend it towards that. It's the value of the.
No, I'm saying, what do you think? You think it's an offensive based, strategized thing?
No, I think that it's. Let's say people had more fun watching a 0-0 game. I think they would lend the rules to help defense more. I just think that it's all based off people's interests on the business wise. Like, who's tuning in to watch these games? Are they tuning in to watch a baseball game go 0-0 because you have 2 Hall of Fame pitchers? Or they want to see 11-12 in a baseball game? They want to see home runs. You know, it's based on what the people want.
Yeah.
So I think it's all business related. So I don't think they're intentionally. I do think they're intentionally doing it for offense because that's what people want to see.
Is the big plays versus? I mean, they took out all the big hits.
It's like UFC became famous because it was quick, violent knockouts. That's what people want to see.
You
still have your-
I thought you said USC.
No,
I was like,
UFC,
holy
I'm sorry.
Smokes, like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Trojans.
The UFC.
They known for knocking
It's like
people up.
people didn't want to watch boxing anymore because it wasn't violent knockouts. It was actually the skill, the technical ability of the game.
Yeah. I mean, the
And
violence.
then UFC came around and you got violent knockouts. It's quick, fast, short attention span.
Yeah. I think the Odell Beckham catches and stuff like that definitely helped. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean.
And then,
That's
the gloves that they have that are apparently so
I can't play.
superb on everything to the point where people complain about those gloves. I don't know if it's really a solid complaint, but they definitely seem a lot stickier than the other gloves, so to speak.
Yep. Well, that we know we got the Haney Garcia fight coming up.
True. Haney Garcia, what you think about it? 10. A fucking 10.
You know I can't play. One thing about the fight, you have all mine. Hey, 16.
18,
16 here.
18.
18 and 16. Good old 30 ball.
If you want to take 30, you know.
I mean, 35.
Okay. I see you got your money out, bro. Come on. There's a lot of board, too. You start off.
Yeah. So Haney and well, before we get into that, because that's a real fight that's already set on paper. What do you think about the Tank and Frank Martin? You think that's a good fight? You think that's a good battle?
Is that plugged in, locked in?
It's I don't know if it's I think it's talks. I haven't seen nothing. I've seen something that kind of like hinted at it being real, but I never seen no ESPN drop no top rank or anything like that.
That's how I look at it. Like if I don't get one of them, then it's like I don't even because there's so many hypotheticals. Like we had Canelo and Charlo
Yeah,
for a month and a half before everything dropped out of play.
true.
But right now, I like Tank over anybody.
I mean, I agree.
I like Tank over anybody.
I definitely think that.
I don't think he's that. I'm with you.
No, I definitely think that he is definitely in a position
He's 6.
to pound up. You know what I mean? But I'm not really sure about like the quote unquote fight selection. Yeah, by me. The quote unquote fight selection as for I mean, paycheck wise it's probably a big paycheck for Frank Martin. Does he have potential? I think everybody has a punching chance, right? Especially on that professional level when it comes down to boxing. I think everybody has a punching chance, but
Skill wise,
I think
the
he-
difference.
yeah, I think he's definitely
the guys who got the skill.
Yeah, because I mean, people talk shit about Tank all the time. You know what I mean? I've heard people say like he talk weird or not even just the Baltimore accent type thing. Just the way he be saying words, he slurs words sometimes.
People talk
and
about
stuff
Mike
like
Tyson.
That. I don't think that he's a idiot. And if he is an idiot, he definitely got me fooled. Because in the boxing world, I've watched him adapt to stuff and knock people out on an occasion where it's not necessarily we practice this. And this is just in the moment. I see what's going on. I'm able to make an adjustment and then crack him and then knock him out. Mm-hmm. So I think Tank has a definite advantage over him when it comes down to that. And that's why I think, like, talking wise, I think it's a good fight. Same thing with, they're talking Crawford and Boots. They talk like that's supposed to be a good fight. Do I think, 10. Do I think that Boots has the ability to stand in the ring with Crawford? Yes. Do I think that Boots will do a better job than quote unquote Spence did? Yes. But do I think that he has the ability to beat Terrence Crawford? The last time I seen Terrence Crawford's performance, bro, he was at a Super Saiyan 3 or 4 level.
There's nobody right now in Boston who can beat Terrence Crawford, especially in his
15.
weight class. Because that's a good 15. Nobody.
Like and to me, like, again, I think it's a good fight for boxing. I think it's a good fight. Do I think it's gonna happen? No.
And that's Frank Martin and Davis.
No, I mean Frank Martin and Davis,
Yeah.
or Boots,
Boots and
Ennis and Crawford. Either way, I don't think those fights are gonna happen. Reason being is because
you,
they look good on paper, but in reality, I don't think that those guys are ready for that level. And I think they're like Tank's so far ahead in his career where you're not gonna not necessarily stop to fight that guy, but he doesn't hold no weight in the category of like it's not like a Haney Garcia fight. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no weight for you to okay. He built something over there. Yeah. Let me go holler at him about that.
and Garcia. Okay, can I just go back? Yeah.
20.
Can I go back to the business aspect of it? Like, just as a organization or boxing, like, Garcia's able to still get revenue off a loss.
Yeah.
But if somebody like Ennis lose...
He has a big crowd behind
yes,
him.
so somebody like Ennis lose, we are going to lose the people who we draw from him being undefeated. He doesn't have a big following like Ryan Garcia or Canelo. No matter how many losses Canelo have, like, he still was the top
Yeah. That's
viewed
Canelo.
boxer. Exactly.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia is not at his level, but he has a similar following.
Yeah, but he can always go down and punch somebody up.
And Ennis, respectfully, doesn't have that same following off losses, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's why you can't set him up against a Crawford because that's just bad for business.
I mean, I think it is. For him, if he come in there and he beat him, great for business, right? You know what I mean? Like, in that sense, it's great for business. So, Sidebar, UFC 300 just happened.
That nasty. Great event.
Great,
One of the best ever.
right?
One of the best ever.
Bloody.
I'm tripping or something.
We like the blood, right? Ain't that what a lot of people like? It was bloody, right?
One of the best. Can you put that down there, bro, for me? One of the best ever events. I watched it from the very
Beginning
first.
to end.
The very first fight was Garbrandt versus Figueroa.
Okay.
I hope I have his name right. But Garbrandt was a champ, and Davis, I think it's Davis and Figueroa was up there fighting for it. Like, they popped the card off. I'm doing your best. Like, both of them going to Hall of Fame.
Okay.
In the night off with the 205 belt, which we can get in that later.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was a little shaky, but you had the BMF title with Max Holloway, and
That was a good.
Just
to
the
call
last-
him to the
Yes.
middle of the ring. Ha, ha, ha.
and fighters
drop
do that a lot. A lot of them will go with like last 10 seconds and just slugfest.
Yeah, it was.
Boy, that was special
Yeah.
with the event.
Them were one of them guys you don't want to run into at the bowling alley drunk, like talking
Oh,
shit.
heck, man, what?
You know what I'm saying? Because they look like normal guys.
I could take him.
He's probably wearing Skechers
Is it on me?
or Heelys. Yeah.
Yeah.
He might be wearing Heelys, and you're like, oh man, I can beat this guy up. And he's like, no, this guy's he's prepared
Trust
for
me.
battle. But that fight, I thought that fight was a great fight, a great fight.
Yeah, like the women's title was great. Like there wasn't a bad fight that night, except for I believe. Now we can get into it. The main event was Hill versus Pierre,
Yeah,
and
he.
yes, in the celebration, yes, but during the fight, he was hit with a low blow, and the referee steps in to try to,
He waved him off.
and he waved them off. But as in wave, so I think if you come in and pause a play, you can't just restart when everybody's not. That's just the way it played out to me.
So you think homie was
think
caught
that-
off guard?
I think that he wasn't caught off guard, but he lost angle on that.
I mean, obviously he did because
So-
he caught him with a. It wasn't
Yes.
even. It didn't even
He
look
was-
powerful. I've seen him throw harder
He
punches.
just lost angle because you expect it to be, hey, give him a second. I don't care if you take but you have to break us
Yeah, I mean,
and then
okay.
re-engage us.
But in the same, this is Floyd Mayweather talk.
I'm with you,
Protect yourself at all times.
and guess what?
And
I'm not saying he was cheap shotted.
No,
I'm saying the referee doing that gave up position.
But he
it
didn't he
gave-
throw a punch though.
It gave Pierre a stronger angle.
What's the other guy's name?
Hill. Jamal Hill.
Didn't Hill throw a punch
Yes.
prior to getting knocked down?
Yes, but
So the angle, he felt like he had an angle to throw something.
I'm telling you, and I wish we could just pull it up and watch it. But if you just get time to watch it, like fighting is all about angles. And if I know you're in a bad angle, like I have no choice but to throw a Hail Mary or something to try to get you off that angle. But I know I'm going right here. It
Or
wasn't
back
even
off.
a flush punch. There's no backing off. He's at the cage.
His back wasn't on the cage. He had room to back off it or rotate out. Back me up with this. He had room to rotate out.
He did. I never saw it, but he did.
Jesus
Is it on
Christ! You didn't have to say that second part.
Is it on me?
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I felt like that.
Okay.
It was one of them situations where I rewatched the Spence fight the other day, and when he got dropped in the second round, Crawford hit him with a stiff left, and then popped him with a right.
How much you got for?
It's on you.
Huh?
Wait.
3. No, that's on, bro.
It's on me.
No, it's on me.
That's
That's on,
okay.
bro.
Yeah.
You
So
get knocked twice.
no, I ain't not twice. Did I not twice? Or is it on me? What was the last
It's
time
on
you
me.
played?
No, yeah, it's on me. It's on me because I ain't knocking Corey at domino.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so I rewatched the sprints, the Spence and Crawford.
Yeah,
And, you know, when he knocked him down in the second round, it was a stiff punch. Obviously, he's strong,
It's fucked up.
but he definitely the reason I bring that up is because that same punch, it wasn't the same exact punch, but the fact that you see it happening and you can't do nothing to stop it, right? I felt like that's what Hill was in, where a situation where he's seen it happening, and it was like, okay, you mentally can prepare for it, but your body may not be able to. That's where they say, like, you get up, like your mind's telling you get up, but your body's all discombobulated.
Hold on.
Zab Judah did
It's the fact that
don't ever play with Manchies. You know, that type of thing. For real. Your body is off, bro. Your body. Yeah. When he did that,
bro.
you know, like you got to realize what type of situation you're in, and I think that I felt like Piera waved off in plenty enough time to where he wouldn't
so
be
too.
thrown off. I personally thought that. I felt like Herb Dean and don't get it
15.
twisted.
That's a good 15, boy.
It damn sure is.
A good 15.
Damn sure is. Damn sure is, boy. Yeah, so
That one on down there, bro.
I felt like Herb Dean.
It's 11 off.
Just me. No, just me.
I felt like Herb Dean called it off. I didn't say called it off, but I felt like Herb Dean.
25, 28, give me 30.
30 ball.
I think that just you finish your thought on the Herb Dean thing, but if you call a break,
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he called a break. I think he was about to step in. He was waved off by the fighter. Herb Dean so goddamn cool that he just.
what happens if an
backed
illegal
off.
blow happens?
But
though?
he didn't even touch him. Like I'm saying, he wasn't even able to touch Piera to say like a break.
An illegal blow happened, and he.
It
walked
wasn't an
in.
illegal.
Yes, it was.
He
He kicked him in the
he
nuts.
didn't call it like that. Though.
Yes, he did. It was an illegal blow. He kicked him in the nuts. And
So
Herb
you think
Dean,
it was bad reffing
I
by
think-
Herb Dean? Come on,
Yep.
man. Herb Dean
Yep.
bad reffing?
Yeah. Fuck it. I'm out there. Excuse my language, but yeah.
You serious? Herb Dean bad reffing?
Bro, to me, that's the same way saying if somebody's on a layup and he fouls you, and you go in to blow the whistle, and but he get the offensive rebound back, and then you decide not to blow it.
If you go
And
in,
he-
wait.
And he wave you off. Yes.
Hold on. Reset that.
Matter of fact, okay, you're on a fast break. Guy chasing you.
Okay.
You go up for a layup. The guy fouls you. He
Okay.
blows the whistle.
Okay.
After he blows the whistle, you wave him off and say, "No, I got the ball back," and then go up with it.
That's not the same though.
He called the penalty.
Man,
Herb Dean called the penalty,
did
and then he was waved off.
okay.
I'm loud.
I don't feel like he called it off, personally. I don't feel like
We'll have
Herb
to go
Dean.
back, and if you guys want to go watch the video and respond to it, I watched
More
the
than
fight.
welcome to.
I seen it. Bro watched the fight. He seen it. We have different views on it. I believe he walked in and stepped it. Bro believe he didn't. Y'all let us know what y'all think.
Yeah, please do. I don't feel like he stepped in, but if on the record he that is a quote unquote stoppage or whatever you want to call it, then yes, I feel like there should be a.
If you caught a foul, we got it.
Whether it's a 5 second, 10 second, 2 second, whatever it is,
Fact
I
matter
feel like
is
there
a
should
foul.
be
Yep.
both of y'all back off.
Go over here.
And if y'all both pushing towards my hand, okay, cool. I'm gonna push y'all
It's
back.
not
and then
even
we
that.
go. No, I'm saying because you know how fighters want to get to you. So
But
if I push you
Hill
back,
knew
you
everybody knew it was a foul. Hill let his guard down. That's what I'm saying. Like Hill knew it was a foul. Herb Dean called a foul,
20.
and he let his guard down, which gave up the
I
ankle.
need 40.
God damn, you running off? You ain't the only one up there, right?
Yeah, I need 40.
You the only one up there?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
God damn. Okay, let me get
But
you.
yeah, Hill ran.
You can't be the only one up there. Let me get Tim Jones.
But Hill.
I'm on you.
So you think Hill was caught off by
Yes.
the Herb Dean bad call, which caused him to be in a bad angle, which caused him to shoot a shot that he probably maybe wouldn't have shot and left him open for that type of punishment. What was the treatment afterwards, though?
What do you mean?
Like, what was, was that just a funny gesture, or
Well,
did
I mean,
they truly
that's
dislike each
selling
other?
fights.
Okay. I mean, the fight's over. 10,
And guess what? We still got to sell it.
30,
15. Can't run away
40.
We're not playing them in the games.
20.
Oh, yeah, we are
40.
playing the games.
So, oh, shit.
Yeah, that's a foe.
Goddamn. Hold on,
I
player.
called that. You know what it is.
Hold on, player. That's a motherfucking 30.
You just play
What is
that foe? Okay.
What do you mean I played the four?
Okay, we good.
That's not what I was playing.
Yeah, we good. Come on. What you got, 30?
Yeah, come on, man. You know what I got.
Huh?
That's
30
game,
drums?
boss. That's game.
Ball game.
You know what I mean? That's game. That's how you lock that up, folks. We good and we out. New episode, new vibes, new everything. Before we do get out of here, I do want to ask this: World War III. What do y'all think that looks like? Are we talking cyber? Are we talking? Well, let's be real, because the scariest thing for me is something making it stateside, a war American side. I personally don't ever see that happening. I don't think that's good for business worldwide. I don't think that's good for America, obviously, and I don't think Americans will let that type of stuff happen. Like the Red Dawn is a scary thing if you land in the right place, but you're going to run into a situation where, because there's people that's armed and they will bring it to you. You know what I'm saying? Especially like on some wars type stuff. So I don't think that, but for me that's the scariest thing that could ever happen. But what do y'all think about
That's kind of like a risk board game type scenario. So let's say that you have Red Dawn. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna drop in an army base, but I might drop in a low population. Yeah, they got guns out there, but like I might decide to we dropping in on Wyoming and the northern half of Wyoming. And the northern border, which is Canada, whatever it is, we're dropping there. We're setting up camp, and now we're gonna branch out and go. That's how I did it in Red Dawn. Mm-hmm. But I think so World War II ended because of the atom bomb.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, you can say that.
It took something serious like that to be like, hey, like, y'all don't quit playing around. We'll drop all these on here. So I think that it'll come to the same extent of that. Like, I think that people get it popping. It might go on for years. People make money. But when somebody decides to say, we're done playing around, be it a laser weapon, whatever futurist weapon they have, I think that we see something new, like advanced technology.
Okay. What about you?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of hot spots. You got, China and Taiwan fighting. And, that would would it bring us into it, which likely would. Then you got North Korea.
Proclaiming.
I don't know if it would just be them nuking whoever they nuke and then them getting nuked back. And then that would be the end of it, which is not to belittle how terrible that would be.
Nukes.
Yeah.
And then, or the whole Ukraine thing.
Russia's saying they gonna tear them down.
Whether it be Ukraine finally losing and then Russia trying to invade NATO countries and then NATO getting involved, which gets us involved.
Do you really think that's his tactics? You think that seriously, do you think that you don't think Ukraine is the only stomping ground that he wants, so to speak? Or do you think he wants more?
I wouldn't doubt if he wants everything that he feels Russia.
That's what, so you think that he's going to, so if God forbid he conquers, and whatever, but he conquers Ukraine, he gets Ukraine.
Yeah.
Do you, in his days, like right now, do you think that he's going to attack NATO countries because he wants them? Or, like, you seriously believe that?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Do you think that? Like, I mean, the surprising. Yeah,
I definitely think there's a possibility of it.
Well, if
What's
we're
the
talking
game?
about World War III, then
What's the gain of Ukraine?
yeah, we're talking about World War III.
He feels
so
like that's
everybody get a
Russia's
pop.
land. That's Russia's land.
And he feels like certain parts of Poland and things like that, and other like in the Balkans and Estonia and all that type of stuff. Like he wants to take. Well, he doesn't. I'm not saying directly he wants to take, but I understand why he may have interest in those countries too. So it stands to me. It's a reason
In a war standpoint, yeah.
if he invades what was it? Not you Crimea first. Back 10 years ago. Or 17, I think it was, and now he's doing Ukraine. I mean, why wouldn't I think there's a possibility that he may continue to do it? Because he almost questions how deeply involved is America going to get? Is NATO really going to do? What are they really going to do? Are they really that strong? Are they really going to band together and do anything? And
So-
that's sorry. The last thing, I just don't think he believes that they're going to do that. So I think he might be willing to test that.
He's right. Okay. All right. So, the Iranian drones or missiles that were targeted towards Israel, those type of situations. A lot of people in analysis are saying that these are the situations that could crack off World War III. How do y'all see that playing out? Like, obviously, there's going to be attacks. I would say on foreign soil. I think the terroristic thing has a lot more to do with war abroad than we as Americans have an understanding of, because our foreign attacks are usually like secretive. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna uproar some shit in your country, call some people to do this, maybe fund some people, maybe give some guns to some people, maybe teach some tactics to some people, and allow them to overthrow you. But maybe not necessarily like, hey man, you're backed by America, right?
Yeah.
But other countries,
No one will know until
Yeah.
60 years from now when it's declassified.
You know what I mean? But other countries, they will do something, and maybe not countries, but other organizations, shall I say, will do something and take straight pride for it. A terroristic attack. And those
Straight
terroristic, yeah, straight pride. That's a good one. Or they will be happy, and they will take,
I like how you changed it to a word that's a synonym with gay.
Jesus, this guy, he's relentless. Okay, I'm not even gonna go there. But they will take, they will acknowledge that they did that, right? America's not that way. Like, our tactics is different. So, what do y'all think that the World War III will look like? Like, do you think it's gonna be foreign terroristic attacks? Do you think it's gonna be an all-out war in Israel, Iran? Are we fighting for the Gaza Strip? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's gonna happen?
It's the same thing like Germany. Like, nobody was attacking America, but based on the Allies and what was going on over there, we had to go in and interject. So I don't think nobody's coming here, because that's a long travel.
It is. Logistically, it's fucking wild.
Yes, everybody else in the world, and this is just scenarios we're talking about, but everywhere else in the world, like, they're really close. So, like, I'm not gonna spend all my resources trying to travel across the sea when they're gonna catch us halfway.
Yeah, but that's where the terrorist attacks come into play.
Exactly. So for them, a terrorist attack that took out 18 people is a success compared to them invading a whole nother country
Yeah.
and us having to get in and saying, well, shit, we can't let them take over the entire side of the world, and it's just us over here.
Yeah.
So you got to build allies.
What do you think?
Yeah, well, that's the last place that I think may be a, World War III site would be the Israel area, not necessarily for Gaza Strip, but
So
just
you
with.
think that's the last place?
Yeah, well, I was
That it would
naming
be?
off a couple places. That was the last one that I was going to name off.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sorry, but
I'm still confused.
What other places do you have?
Well, remember earlier I said like Taiwan and China. And,
So you think
all
that's
this
those
other
would
shit.
start off war.
Those
for-
are, yeah. So
Gotcha.
he's saying
Okay.
the war would
Just
take place
different
there.
possibilities
Yeah, I'm good
that
now.
you know
Yeah, my
maybe
bad.
this is
My
a
bad.
I guess a match. You know, like maybe this one will like, maybe this one will like. You know, the Israel area I think
Do
is
you have something against Asians?
Oh,
that's just where a lot of hotspots are.
For
What you mean?
like for what? Like we're
Like
talking
for
about Iran
conflicts.
and
I thought you just said where. Never mind.
I
It
don't
don't-
just fuck with you, man. But go ahead.
Like I said, you know, with Iran getting more involved and you know, possibly getting us involved, I don't think anyone really wants a full scale war because it's not going to go well for anyone. And you know, I don't know. Israel apparently they just launched a bunch of missiles at a whole bunch of places. You were saying earlier.
yes.
300 or something. I don't feel like, man, look here. If you attack me for so many years and I finally build my arsenal, or in lack of better words, I get my balls, I drop my nuts on you, and I'm ready to fight. Hey, man, don't be surprised if I come out here and I punch Teddy in the face, and then I find that other bully, he ain't did nothing to me in 6 months, I punch him in the face, and then I go and punch this. Like,
But
don't be surprised that the attacks are coming back. Like you didn't play with me for so long. Now I got the ability to do something back. I'm gonna do something.
But how long is the waiting period? Okay,
There's
let's
no
say-
waiting period for when you.
So you're right.
If we're going deep, like
there's
if
no
we're
waiting
talking
period.
real stuff, there's no waiting period for atrocities like murdering thousands of our civilians.
I get you.
Murdering our people because of who they are, not because of what they've done to your people, just their affiliation with what they believe and what they stand for.
Okay, so can
That's
I put
atrocities.
can I put this scenario in? It's like this is hypothetically we're just talking. Let's say Mexico decided they just build their arms up and build up, and decide to take half of Texas back because.
Good luck.
But you get what I'm saying.
No, yeah. I'm
So
you know,
like, yeah, jokes aside, like if we're looking at that their way, like let's say Mexico decided, hey, this has been our land.
it's gonna be a bloodbath.
We've been over here. Exactly. So that's what
gonna
it
be a
looks like
bloodbath.
over there. So you gotta look at it the same way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the looking at it the same way.
So these people feel, man, y'all didn't help me down. Y'all shifted me to this area of land, and like, we're gonna attack you. Well, it's a reason why y'all are there. That's how we look at Texas. Like, we wish y'all would. Like I said, it's gonna be a long day for y'all.
Yeah, it's definitely will
So
be.
that's how they're looking at it. Like, we gave you this area, and I don't know. I'm just throwing out hypotheticals, but we gave this area. Y'all decide, oh man, we take this back. It's gonna be a long day for you.
Yeah, and I mean, in theory, again, I'll be honest. There's people that believe exactly what you said on the Palestine way, right? There's people that believe that Israel's wrong for what they're doing, and there's people that believe that Israel's right for what they're doing. The problem is to find out where the truth lies. Right? And that's what the real problem is. We're not fighting. I don't know what teeth America has in the fight other than allies, right? That area of land, if you go back like Bible times, that's like the sacred land. Not just Israel, not just Iran, not just Yemen, not just those areas, Egypt. Those areas is sacred for some odd reason. Now, when you look at the geography, they got ports. Houston, a big area, it has a port. Anywhere you can get outside goods in is a great area. I can go to Houston and I can get goods from wherever in the world. They can come in there. Massive ships can come there and drop off goods. That's a great area to be in.
South, west side, east side. We can get goods from everywhere. You guys are not even on the coast.
Yes. So like to get something inland to
Yeah, make infrastructure.
yeah, you know what I'm
Build
saying?
roads,
Build roads and all
railroads,
that type
all
of
that
stuff.
shit.
So I understand why that area is a pertinent thing to look at. Because there's so many natural resources. There's so much things that get produced over there.
We gotta get this
and
area
stuff like
safe.
that. I get that.
We gotta build a road to the port. We can get it back to us.
But in the same breath, like, you have to understand that the fight is way deeper than that infrastructure, so to speak. Like, those people are fighting for something bigger. So, like, the World War III that we speak of, for as Americans, again, we don't know this type of turmoil or tragedy or anything like that on our streets. You might have seen some crazy shit. I don't care where you grew up. You might
We
have
ain't
seen
seen a
some
tank
crazy
roll up.
shit.
We ain't seen the Red Dawn yet.
You ain't seen no Red Dawn, but
Yes.
fuck all that.
They've seen Red Dawns.
You've never. There's nobody.
I play Call of Duty, and that
There's
shit was
nobody
like
in
that.
America.
No.
Well, there might have been back in.
But overseas, they've
Tulsa
seen
days.
that.
But what I'm saying, there's nobody that's seen buildings. You've never seen a plane fly over,
And
bombs getting dropped on your neighborhood, wherever you grew up at. I don't care. It may look like it in Baltimore, Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? It may look like a bomb hit it, but you've never seen that for real. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that type of...
Boy, we watched the jet light the sky up. Nobody seen that.
A what?
The jet light the sky up. We was out there working.
Yeah, I mean...
Imagine that in your city. Like, they light the sky up because they about to come...
And tear your whole town down. Yeah, I mean, that type of stuff we've never seen as Americans.
And they seen
so
that.
We don't respect... I say we don't respect war when it comes down to, like, a foreign country. Like, if World War III is based on who attacks Israel, who involves themselves in this Iranian attack or Palestine, if that's what it's based on, like, that's crazy to me, for one. For two, I kind of think like these things are they just have to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like the bully that's been picking on you. Sometimes you just have to fight. It just has to happen. For real, that's what I think. Like, again, it's gonna be tragic in whatever the way it happens. Granted, we're blessed. We're protected to a certain extent. We live in America.
Right.
Granted, you don't go to not even gonna say that one.
Shout out to the soldiers.
A crazy situation, or elementary school, or high school, or something like that. You might be safe to a certain extent, but those other people in those situations, they don't have that same freedom. They go somewhere, shit may get crazy. So, granted, it's not cool. It's not fun, but I personally think that some of these situations, they are just meant to play out, because if you don't do it, if Putin don't do it, and somebody is as his quote unquote successor takes his place, you don't think they're gonna execute out the same plans that he may have had, they have spoke about and agreed upon? You know what I'm saying? That's my thought process. So some of this stuff has to take place. Sometimes you got to run into America, the big dog, to understand, like, yikes.
Whoops.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we are cool here. Maybe we are cool taking over Afghanistan. Maybe Iraq is good enough for us. Or maybe they be planning some wild shit. I don't know, but...
I was about to say probably just plan small attacks and do shit in between.
I mean, it definitely could be.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It definitely could be. But overall, I hope nothing happens. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want none of that to happen at all. Lives are lost and life is precious. So, especially for those kids, man. That's the only thing I really feel bad for. That's why I wish I had, like, an area. Like, if this was the map, well, let's not even say that, because then, you know, those flat earthers and stuff like that's going to
Finally getting realistic.
Yeah, real.
If there was a map out there, like, we just pick an area, a certain amount of distance, and this is the area we fight in. And that's just how we rock. No
Ooh,
civilians.
kind of like a battle royale.
Yeah. No civilians, just all...
Fortnite-ish.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
like,
See, I
normally it's going to start off in the air because you're probably going to try to get over-air recon. And then that's where it starts off. And then from there, while that air fighting's going on, they're trying to sneak in troops.
Yep.
And then somebody's gonna slip through and find some information, and they're, you know what I mean, like it all.
Oh,
that
it snuck
artillery's
in,
gonna come into play on the
that's
other
kinda
end.
like
They're
Rust.
gonna fire. Once that fire, they're gonna see where it lands. They're gonna do the trajectory and find out. Okay, they were around this area. They're
Return
gonna fire.
fire.
You know what I mean? And then eventually, the ground troops are gonna run into each other, and then they start firing and stuff like
I'm
that.
coming in.
It's gonna look
building
like
up.
those computer simulations where they do like. Have you ever seen them where it's like 10
Yep.
warriors versus
Oh
8,000
yeah,
zombies or some shit like that.
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, overall, that's what it really boiled down to. But that'll stop civilian loss. That'll stop. I would say the hate, so to speak. So like at that point in time, if you sign up for the army or the military, you know that if war happens, there's a good chance you're gonna die and you're gonna go here. But there's nobody that's gonna die on your soil, so to speak. Like you don't have to worry about
like
your mom.
100,000.
But that's how it used to be, though, and it just advanced from that.
I don't think it ever was like
Oh
that.
yeah, it was.
I don't think it was ever a designated
So when you talk
area
about
to
the
meet up.
the Revolutionary War, like people had to house British soldiers because they was getting ready to go out to Gettysburg or wherever and fight this fight.
Okay.
It was a designated area, like, hey,
Oh,
we'll meet you here.
okay.
And guess
digging,
what?
I'm
We gonna
digging.
line
That's
up,
where the,
and we just
the
go
loading
shoot.
of the guns, and then everybody's standing.
Yep.
Okay, I'm digging that.
We
okay.
just standing there, boom, boom, boom. We just falling down like a chessboard.
But that's Americans. All of them.
And
Well, I can
British.
say Americans, but
That's what I'm saying. Like war
Wait,
throughout.
or is that a British style war?
Well, war
yeah,
has
'cause
different
it's British
styles.
style.
We became like the
Savages.
We did the guerrilla warfare type stuff
Yeah,
where
we're
we were
savages.
attacking their stuff,
We're savages.
their supply lines.
They were the English tea sipping, clean cut.
They were
proper
the
spoken
they
guys.
were the people, and we had the militia.
Gotcha.
They would
Okay.
lose their mind at how much taxes we pay.
Okay.
Anyways, that's another.
That'd be like an invading country, like what we talking about, the Gaza Strip and them. That'd be like Gaza Strip saying, and they be in that small area holding it off and advancing the area and saying, "Well, this is our stuff now. Like y'all tried and we won." That's how America hit it.
It's definitely what they're trying to do, right? I would say that
Yeah.
they're trying to say that's
See, and everyone attacked Israel, and they took all this land, and then they gave it all back. And people still got problems.
it's because they're Jews.
Peace for everybody.
Jesus equals
Definitely peace with everybody.
world services. Jews. Hey man, you got anything before we get out of here? Appropriately offensive. Episode just dropped. Go ahead and check it out if you haven't checked it out.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. It was a good episode. We talked about greenery. Yeah, not the color.
Leafs.
It was a good episode.
Awesome.
Had Buddy Hemp on there. Give you kind of an idea of where the show went.
Is that a real person? First of all, if his name is named that, his parents are wicked. They're probably surfers from
No, that's a
California.
nickname.
Oh,
That's what it goes by, I should say.
Was he wearing a ghillie suit or something? 'Cause it seems like a guy that would want to be hidden if his name is whatever. Hey man, King Daniel got anything?
Nope. Peace and love. Take
Peace
care of
and love.
yourself.
Love and peace.
Hey man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all watching. It's T Broski, King Daniel. Hey man, we appreciate our guest as always, Corey.
Yeah, appreciate y'all having me. Kicking my ass on YouTube and Domino's.
It's all good.
I just want to address this. What you call 30 going out, right?
Who, me?
Huh?
Yes, sir. Man, it's all good.
I mean, where'd you need to go?
5 then. We can finish it.
Okay, goddamn right. I sat here
Go,
talking about that for fucking.
go. Look. I didn't even. I
He
didn't
called
even see
30 on
that.
his way out, and I'm sitting like, but you immediately went straight to pod mode. I'm like, well,
Cause I didn't count it right. You said
I looked at
out.
it. You hit it and went straight to pod mode. I'm like, 30.
Well, it's your go then. I got 25. Boom.
Yeah, I'm looking. God damn, I thought I was hooping out there.
Okay. Well, I guess we got one more topic to talk about then before we get out of here.
What topic is that?
Who's gonna drink this last beer? That's the topic.
I'll take it.
Yeah, y'all can have it.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I'll sacrifice.
Hey, man.
So many sacrifices.
I wish we didn't have to pick this back up.
I gave up free time. No time ain't free.
Man, that's
Look
lit.
at that sacrifices.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Here you go. You win this, bro.
Go ahead, man. Get me right. Go get me right.
Nah, I can't do shit.
Can't do nothing about it.
Ain't worry about nothing.
This is well, since we're here, Rick Ross, Drake beef, all that type of stuff. Since Kendrick said this, you think this is media grab, attention grab?
15.
I think 15. That boy.
Nah, I think, well, for them maybe, but I also think they having fun with it. It seemed like it to me, at least. I thought Dre's song was pretty dope.
And what I realized about this is,
Dre.
yeah,
Drake's.
it's all about everybody's opinion.
Of
Like,
course.
Oh, I thought you ended it.
Thought I would too.
Yeah.
We're playing stupid ass dominoes over there.
Yeah.
We're trying to end the podcast right here.
I'm trying to win.
Oh, you're close. You got 25.
That's what I knew I wasn't terribly far.
You need 25. Bo need 40. I need
Fucking 5. There you go. There it is.
Shit the hell.
But you said what? What about it?
Nope.
I think that like people are. It don't matter what song is the best.
10.
You might feel in your heart that man he dropped a better disc, but you're a fan of this person. You're going to rock with him regardless.
True.
So it's not a true competition.
I mean, the competition comes into the bars, I guess. It's not necessarily the fandom of who you love, but like the J. Cole Kendrick back and forth. Personally, I would give. Of course, they say Kendrick only dedicated a verse to him, so to speak, and J. Cole dedicated his song, so he got to get a lot more off. But overall, I think that J. Cole won that. So
It's just all about it, exactly. But some people say, man, Kendrick ate him up. Man, he deleted his song. But if you look at it, like,
They're wrong.
That's
No, I'm
gay.
playing.
yeah. So if you look at it, we're waiting on a response.
true.
Like Kendrick, you dropped the diss. J. Cole immediately hit you back, and everybody's like, oh, he apologized. It don't matter. He punched in my face and apologized. I'm putting these
Say
hands
something
on him.
back.
Kendrick gonna say something back.
He should have been.
I think he will, but I think it'll be like a small thing. I don't think he'll do like a whole song or nothing. It's official this time.
Yeah.
But I
shut
mean,
up.
the song, nothing. You still got shot at. Like, yeah, you dropped a couple bars to him, and he came back with a whole diss song. You ain't respond yet. Everybody worried. Oh, he responded about Drake. Fucking apology. Like, you can't win the round and then back out saying I want to fight no more after you whoop my butt.
Well, he'll probably say something because I think he's gonna respond to
It
Drake.
should be why Drake. This the dude who just knocked you out.
He knocked me out. That's exactly why I'm acting like
He
he's
knocked
not
me
there.
out and apologized and helped me off, dusted off the
It
shoulder.
don't
exactly why
matter.
I'm leaving.
This the dude who
Appreciate
just
you.
he
Sorry.
just gave you the work and then said, you know what?
And then
Regar-
Drake came and I don't know. Like I said, out of the songs that have been out so far, I thought Drake had the best one.
Drake had a good diss, and they both released diss songs to him, and he ain't released one yet. I think that he's come with.
Yeah, Drake built up.
I
He
thought
hold
his
on.
was a little hypocritical.
He got to go do something though. Like he about to go buy your son some J's, some exclusive J's or something like that to be able to, you know what I mean? Like that's the type of stuff he be on.
I watched Jordan
You
Lucas.
can go
and-
buy out all your hats and give them away to bums. You're like, dang. Which is still cool. He bought all your hats, but it's like you wanted people
got all
that's
these
like,
poor people.
you
wearing
know what I
my
mean?
shit.
Like you wanted people to buy them. It's like he bought them out and put them in a porta john that got crushed in the landfill. You know what I mean?
All we can talk about. Let's just talk about the Kendrick diss for a second. Like, you could have put 15 other rappers on that song, and that song's gonna be number one. Like that song go hard.
Yeah.
he didn't even create a whole diss song. So you just able to put in 16 bars and get a diss off on a really good song.
True.
That song was really good without him.
I mean, I thought the song was fire. The beat
Fire.
and everything like that. But that's why I say, like, when we talked about this, you know, this is all speculation. He didn't put no names to stuff. We can speculate and theorize and say that this, but he
You
didn't
gotta
put no names
on
to
it to
it.
know. That's hip hop. You don't gotta put no names on
I
it to
dig
know.
it, but I'm saying,
It's
like,
hip-hop.
what I'm saying behind that is
It's plausible deniability.
that makes it for a good song. If you would have said this person or you said some wild stuff, then people might have been like, "Oh, man, that was too far." So then it try to take away from the song. Ultimately, you made a good song that people can just rap, and you can kind of like just vibe out to it.
And you're right, but boys got. Drake has a couple songs with shooting shot at people, and you just vibe out to it.
Yeah, that's a fact. But that's his vibe though.
Sicko Mode is a complete diss to Kanye West. And yeah, we outside with that.
I ain't know about that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was unaware. I believe it. I'm just unaware.
Oh, we just gotta
I have
teach his
to,
own.
I have to listen to it.
I
with
ain't
a
throwing no
different
shots
lens.
at knowledge.
Yeah.
I ain't throwing no shots.
Yeah, I gotta listen to it now. If this broke here, that'd be amazing.
Right.
If
Oh,
this
it's
is
not
like-
broke here. You guys are just in the Stone Age. Like,
All right. Well, thank you guys
Thanks
for
for
tuning in.
insulting me.
What? Since we're in the Stone Age.
Oh.
That's more.
Because we got the hook.
y'all got
or
the wax Stone Age. I was thinking Flintstones and shit, but
Got the club. That's what it is.
Flintstones is living out. Drinks, ribs.
Yeah.
Cars.
Stone cups. How you make it? Okay.
You
Hey,
see the
man.
big ass ribs they had? Yeah, peace out.
We appreciate y'all
Ribs.
for
Come on.
tuning in.
I just gotta find Wnba.
Some large on
Appreciate y'all
that.
watching.
Thick.
T
Come
Broski
on,
Bros
man.
Talk. We out of here.
Another session with the bros. BrosTalk. Where the beer's ice cold. BrosTalk. Another session.